DRS stands for our drill ranking system. If you haven't reviewed that video, I know it's a really long one. Go and take a look at that if you'd like to know. But I'm going to walk you through it anyway. The first time that we did our 6 blocks, we did our DRS-1, which is called peripheral control. We did get into that horse stance from here, and all we did was just kind of practice the hand motions. Moving from here, that's our peripheral control, being able to move our hands back and forth. Okay, so now to level that up, our DRS number 2 is something called body unification. All that means, it's a fancy word to say that I'm turning my body, using the rest of my body, rather than just say just my upper body. If I'm just here practicing my blocks, trying to get a good motion from here, right? I'm actually going to start incorporating more of my body to move. Now, the reason why I go into horse stance is to occupy it with something that we can also train at the same time. So we're not just standing up here. Okay, so making sure that you have good stability into that horse stance from here. I'm going to focus more on the upper body. Have that good tension, sinking down into your stance, grabbing the ground, knees going over your toes, pushing it outwards, sinking down, pelvis is tucked or back, whichever version that you want to do. It does not matter. Okay, but all we're going to do is focusing on those blocks. Now, how we start unifying our body, because our lower body's preoccupied with that stability, making a tree trunk on the ground, grabbing the ground, is we're going to start turning the body for our blocks. What that means is when I started, I went straight up and turned, straight up and turned. I didn't have any sort of motion with my body. So I'm going to start adding that in there. So the way that I do that is now, as I'm down here, when I go say for upper block, I'm going to come up and do a slight turn. Notice my shoulders are off. I'm not completely sideways because, again, I'm a little bit limited on how far I turn, but I'm still utilizing what motion that I do have to start extending out and turning into this. And I go to the other side. Okay, I'm coming up, straight up the middle, and turning back the other way. Now, I use this motion, pull back, like we did to the, with our regular ones, with our DRS-1s, where I'm pulling straight back. Okay, I'm not having space in between here to help pull and turn just a little bit more. That's how I'm getting that turn. Okay, so for my upper blocks, I'm reaching forward, turning back, extending out, turning back, extending out. Okay, same thing with my downward blocks. When I come in, locking down, I'm turning slightly. Now I'm turning into the block, extending, pulling this back, getting that offset type of motion from here. Inward block, same idea. I'm coming up, turning, I'm pulling the shoulder back, coming across. Now, notice, if I'm here, I gotta come all the way across. If I'm here, I've now cleared my shoulder. I don't have to go as far. It also doesn't feel as awkward. Okay, so being able to pull that back from here, forward, right from there, trying to find that good center. So you utilize the mirror as much as you can, still maintaining that good position on your stance. Okay, going into our outward blocks, same idea. I'm coming down, boom, pulling outward, pulling this back, forward, here. Okay, extend outward block is just the exact same thing, just different hand position, right? But this time I'm coming outward, right? So instead of stopping right in front, I'm coming outward from here. So front's here, outward's here, all right? Boom, outward comes here. So I'm still pulling back, still utilizing that body unification type of motion from here. And then palm block is the one where, again, it's like, but I'm just blocking down. Same idea, watch this. If I'm here and I turn, I just get a little bit more extension on that, okay? So I come up, boom, go a little bit further than just right here. So I can protect myself just that much more from here. It's a game of inches, right? So making sure that you can maximize that. I'm not overextending, right? Same idea here. Rather than coming out here and look at the angle of my block, I can maintain that up a little bit more, higher angle, easier to block that way. Okay, so those are your DRS-2 versions of your 6 blocks. If you've got the ones down, just, yep, oh, I got this is fine. Start turning, 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 turning. We do the same thing with our punches, right? We're going back and forth, extending out there. But started off with our DRS-1 with just moving your arms, get used to the motion so you don't have to think about it as much, and then start extending out from that. All right, guys, those are your 6 blocks, DRS-2. Good luck trading. If you got any questions with that, go and email me or check out the message board, and we'll see you guys later.